Zoo looks at Flint like the way he was stuttering and like wasn't speaking clearly, and she just kind of raises an eyebrow. What? You and me have a lot to talk about later. I gotta know what's up with you and her.
The teenagers.
All right. So everyone who is currently in the Electrum room, that is Sybil, Adrian, and Flint, you hear a very depressed wail come from outside the tavern. Oh, come on! You're close!
Can the rest of you roll a
that?
perception for that?
Not the rest of you. It's Shylin, you're on the other side, and the sound carries very well through where Adrian, Sybil, and Flint are, because
Makes sense.
because they're right above the entrance.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we definitely hear that.
Hang on, once you guys heard that, right?
How could we not?
I think I'm gonna go downstairs. Give me a. Sybil, want to join?
Oh, sure.
Adrian's kind of laughing, kind of like sinisterly laughs, like, you know, I think I'm starting to like you.
Likewise.
And now I'm terrified. Okay, let's go.
You know, somehow I'm more scared of him than I was of that noise.
So you both are heading down, and so yeah, you see Picria right at the front door, and you could see just the internal war debating within her if she should open the door or not.
Picker, is everything okay?
But yes, but there's please come on! I haven't had alcohol in 3 days.
My gosh, this guy sounds like a whiner. Pickery, I recommend not letting this guy in because we're clearly closed. See if you can find Toshimi.
Yes, sure. It's Picria runs over and turns the corner. Oh, Hoshimi, there's some very dramatic woman outside is asking for entry.
Let's see who this is. Hoshimi looks to Kadir and kind of makes a gesture to come with. Just in case.
All I'm thinking right now is, are we sure this person doesn't exactly seem like the most sensible person? Well, either A, I get to bleed an idiot of their money, or B, I get to punch an idiot in the face. Either way, I win.
I mean,
You hear
I'm okay with it.
you hear Adrian say, "We're closed."
Okay. Hoshimi opens the door and peeks through. Can I help you?
So you
Nice
see
token.
this sort of
Pretty.
almost albino snake folk. Yes, please. Listen, I've been working for a long time on the I've been working for a very long time on the King's Commission, and I was not allowed any alcohol. So it was been 3 days of non-stop work. So please, can I have some?
Hoshimi looks like she's thinking. Okay, I wanna... Oh, shoot, I closed her character sheet. I wanna, like, roll insight on this person just to make sure that there's nothing going on here. That's perception, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perception.
I'm on the wrong setting. There we go.
All right, well, that's fine. Okay, so 23. So yeah, you're able to tell that this person is really desperate for just something, any sort of drop of alcohol. They look, even though their clothes are really nice, they look a little
Haggard.
ragged. Yes. And she looks incredibly tired, despite looking very beautiful.
I'm willing to let you in, but you will have to pay extra since we are officially closed.
I am okay with that.
All right. Come on in. Why am I doing
eight-
this?
Adrian gestures the others to just move back so he can have room.
All right. All right, and as you pass by her, you can tell that she smells like a lot of different herbs and plants and spices, and she smells like she's been in a jungle. Where can I sit?
That's unusual.
Or can I just have a bottle from the cellar? I'm ready to take anything at this point.
Come with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Pikria, you come too. You could learn from this.
All right.
Wonder what kind of commission that could have been.
Adrian walks by Kadir. Got the door for you.
Dignibit.
A random question: how old is Pikria again?
She is. How old is she? She
16.
is in her. She's 16. She's around. Yeah. So she's equivalent of a late teenager by human standards.
It smelled like a spice rack. What the heck could she be doing for the king?
Cooking.
Oh, that is Batia Asar. She is the premier herbologist.
Oh.
She wouldn't happen to run an apothecary, would she?
Indeed, she does.
Yeah, I heard back in Cord there was a really good apothecary here.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they were talking about her.
I'm assuming it can't be used by outsiders, though.
What do you mean?
Well, if we needed it for our investigation, do you think we'd be allowed to use it? Or even ask her some things?
Well, you could always ask her. She seemed very agreeable if you could give her the right he gestures towards the wine cellar. Price.
I see. All right, then maybe. Actually, now that I think about it, that wine that Olwen had, I think I'd like to have some of that.
Really?
Yes.
You wish to have the Rainbow Mare?
Yeah, why not?
Excuse you?
That's what it's called! Deal with it!
I'm not, but okay.
And he said he holds his hand out for payment.
Give me a sec. Just gotta grab my inventory. How much was the bottle?
You pay in.
Well done, Flynn. Well done.
11 silver.
Yes.
If you want the same deal I got.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. He hands over one. He hands over one gold piece.
And he grabs the gold piece. And then you see him kind of deflate a little.
Keep the change.
Mm.
Wow.
Very well then. He reaches toward you and gives you the bottle.
Thank you. Hoshimi and the guest went that way, correct? I guess points.
Yes, they're in the staging area.
Thank you.
All right. So, all right. So Hoshimi and Pikria are heading towards the. Where are they heading?
Hoshimi's just going to teach Pikria where some of the different types of wine are.
All right. So while they're doing that, Adrian is heading over here. So Yasmin is just. You can see Yasmin just putting her head in her hand and just staring at Batia, who's just looking at like she's about to have a seizure.
She okay?
I do not know. I really do not know. And then it's a Batia just kind of just slams her face on the table. It's like, I'm fine. I'm utterly fine. It's not like I've been exposed to a couple of chemicals that require a little alcohol for me to calm down, and I've been sitting like this for a couple days, and I haven't been able to cure myself because I haven't had any alcohol because I wasn't allowed to have alcohol.
Ma'am, relax. Everything's going to be fine.
No, everything is not going to be fine. If I don't get alcohol within the next hour, I'm pretty sure I'm going to literally have a heart attack.
Oh, for crying out loud! Yasmin, that's your name, right? Can you quick grab a glass?
It's as soon as you say that, it's like Pikria is kind of very clumsily she kind of lifts up her skirt a little and just kind of clopping over, and then you see her about to pour the wine, the bottle into the glass, and you see Batia just grab the bottle and just start chugging it.
Good gravy, woman.
Okay.
She shoves it down on the table.
Wow.
Feel good. Now I'm not gonna die.
So, what chemicals were you working with?
Ah, dagnabbit with the frickin' avatar.
Some very complicated ones. I would explain it to you, but that's really all I came here for. Thank you very much. How much do I owe you? Sorry for the scare.
Well, first of all, I'd say you owe me an explanation after that display.
Oh, apologies. I've been working on a commission for the king for a while, and unfortunately, he does not like having alcohol in his palace. I was not able to get some, but in order to work onto his commission, it required 3 days of non-stop concentration, and I had to keep working on it, and I told him that it would be dangerous for me if I did not have any alcohol, but he told me to suck it up.
So, was alcohol work as a counter agent?
A what?
Didn't
like
understand a word you said, voice.
Counter agent.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
I work with a lot of different herbs and most of them are good, but because of my skills, my reputation, I am have caught the attention of some of the nobility, and I'm being asked to do some, I wouldn't say unsavory stuff, but stuff I would prefer not to talk about.
Really? He waves over to Pickery for another glass, and then he pulls out the rainbow mare, and then asks to pour a glass. So, tell me more.
I believe I just said I don't want to talk about it, but thank you. She starts sipping.
Oh boy, this can only end well.
Smooth.
It's just incredible. It's like you make it's just like you make one potion that everyone seems to want to get their hands on, and then suddenly you're being hauled all over. You're being hauled all over the place. It's like, really, you think being fame would be a good thing, but no, fame is not really a good thing. I mean, it can be a good thing. I mean, you don't really want for anything, but actually, no. You know what? She grabs the bottle and downs another swig. That's a lie. You're always trading one want for another. Now, instead of wanting for money and a nice warm bed, I am now wanting for some peace and quiet.
I take that to mean that you're the one who created that infamous memory potion.
She just slams her head on the table. Great. So, do you want an autograph or something, or do you want me to get you one so you can recall the memory of your first kiss or something?
Hardly. Hoshimi slides into the chair and sits down. I would be very interested to know how the potion works. I'm not an alchemist, so I won't be stealing it from you or anything, but how does it work exactly? How do you preserve memories in a potion?
It's very, very complicated. It involves a little bit of magic. It's a combination of magic and alchemy. And I think I'm a little too tipsy to recall the exact formula, but I'll remember it when I'm sober. I don't write it. I'm not stupid enough to write it down because, she takes another swig. Because if I did write it down, that means someone could steal it, and she leans over towards Adrian. That would be bad.
Understand.
Because you see, if the thing is that in the brewing process, I have to dilute it a little bit, because if it's too powerful, then that could be really bad. Had some unfortunate cases where instead of experiencing the what's the word? Memory, yes. They actually believed that they were the person. So that's why I had to be very careful about the formula. That's why I don't have it written down. I'm a smarty.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, how dangerous does it have? What type of drug or solution does it have to is in there in order to have it be diluted?
Well, that's the thing. You can't actually just add water to it. It has to be done during the brewing process. Did I use water or did I use milk? I don't remember. It was wet. I know that.
Josh, for a teacher tale, you play drunk people scarily well. I think.
But if you add it afterwards, you'll just destroy the potion entirely. And she starts sniffing. Right. What's that smell?
Do I smell it too?
You're looking around and you just smell the alcohol on her breath. And she just kind of stands up, just very wobbly, and she's moving towards the stairs, just sniffing the air.
What?
You mean flicking her tongue out at the air because she's a snake
Yes.
person? They don't
I-
have noses?
I hate you
Yes.
so much. Just
Yeah, pretty much. It's Yasmin pulls out a key, and Yasmin moves over to Pikria and says, "This is where you would cut them off." And then she moves. She's about to step away, and she moves back, unless they continue paying. And so she's gonna move up here. You see her just moving around, and she moves to its quarters room. Is it in here? And she pops in. No, it's not.
And Cora just like bolts up in bed and is like, what? Why are
Okay,
they
yeah.
here? They're trying to eat me!
Okay, yeah, Shylin, I'm gonna say he hears that, and
Yep.
if I could actually move him out the room, sorry, it's like, is there a problem stuff that does happen? Not what, he just sees the stunningly dressed snake woman and his words don't good much normal as they do as
I'm questioning your tastes, sir.
She looks over towards Shylin, and then she just very slowly puts a finger up on it onto his mouth. Shh. I smell things.
Adrian, what,
Cora pulls out her knife and just is like holding it and is like, not today, Satan! Not today, Satan!
Meanwhile, Charlotte's entire thought process has been reduced to,
It's a
okay,
Batia looks over towards Cora. It's like, pointy. She moves out of the room and starts sniffing again.
Adrian, what whispers over to Shylin. Late night guest, a little bit. Had a little too much to drink, so we're kind of following her. Make sure it
okay.
She's looking to the left and on the right, and she stops at this door. And then she starts leaning against the door, and then just starts pawing at it. I found it.
doesn't- No, he didn't.
What exactly did you find?
It's in here. She just shoves her arm towards the knob and misses. Let me try that again. It's here. It's here. It's here.
Out of character
Here.
question.
Then she kind of shoves too hard on, and then she kind of whirls around and falls to the ground.
Okay, out of character question.
Yep.
In universe, John just looks at the clock. In universe, how long has it been since he went back to his room?
It's been about a half hour.
I leave you people alone for less than an hour. An hour by the very clock. Want to give some more want to give some more context? I could use the headache, he says to Adrian.
Let's just say we found out who made the memory potion.
Come again?
He points to the currently comatose snake person on the ground. She owns the apothecary, and she makes the memory potion.
Small world. And that? She just points to whatever in the 9 hex she is doing.
We don't know.
Okay.
Gripping her Cora's still gripping her dagger and just staring at this snake person.
And I guess Seppin is sleeping through all this.
You know, you could have her wake up.
Yeah, seriously.
And let her sleep.
It's a Batia is pointing towards this. It's a, there is a monster in my way known as Doorknob. Could someone vanquish it for me?
I'm
Shiloh
afraid.
basically.
Yeah, hold a moment. This is my establishment, and you will do nothing without my say-so. And I want to know what exactly it is you think you're smelling.
My potion.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me?
Someone has one of my potions in here.
I mean, which room is she looking into? Because I can't see a token again.
I think Seven's room.
Yeah, Seven's room.
7 has your potion.
Yeah.
Out of character, could you remind me of something, Josh?
Yep.
What Flint found about the vial in Seven's head, did he share that in character with the rest of us?
No.
No, that was
Thank
just
you.
Okay,
Also,
I'm
hello,
guessing
Lonnie.
7 heard all this and opened the door.
It's a you see her on the floor. Just turn her head towards Seven. And she just kind of sort of slithers over to Seven.
Hi.
Did we miss something?
You really do play a drunk person scarily well.
Don't run away. I just want to pet you.
Definitely creepier than Owen.
Okay,
7
now I
is...
can't see either of the tokens.
Alright, I'm not gonna focus on moving my token, I'll just reiterate. 7 is slowly backing away and crawling up onto her bed, looking a little freaked out.
We might want to get
Flint leans over to Adrian and says, "How much of the goofy juice did she drink?"
2 bottles worth.
Okay, Hoshimi goes in and grabs Batia.
Yeah.
Grabs Batia. I'm trying not to say big strong. Grabs Batia on the arm. Can I help you?
She has the potion.
Hey, Adrian, I was using a joking example before, but you sure you don't actually have some kind of sleep spell? Please?
Sadly, I do not.
Hoshimi, is this your friend? I don't know what she's talking about.
She's a customer who's had a little too much.
A little too much of what?
A little too much, entertainment. Come along.
Right there. No.
Okay.
Bye-bye!
Hoshimi's gonna, drag her over to this room right here.
What's going... Is potion a code name for more you-know-what?
No.
I don't think it means booze.
No, I think she actually means an actual potion. She's...
Okay,
Hoshimi gently pushes this woman into bed. You'll be
Because
charged
that was in character for Flint because he wasn't there, so he's asking.
Yeah,
We'll
Flint,
explain
I
further in a moment, Flint. Hoshimi pushes Batia onto the bed. You'll be charged for this in the morning. Sleep it off.
But I don't have to.
Okay, Pinkie Pie.
And this is why I don't drink.
Okay.
Did I do
No.
something wrong?
You did not. That woman had a little too much to drink.
You think?
Yeah, that part of the story's clear, but what's this about potions?
You weren't there, Flint. When I first went to that doctor, apparently what they had used to prove that Raquel was guilty, was a potion that allows you to see someone's memories for yourself. And apparently she could smell a lot of it in Seven's room? Anyone want to tell me why she might be smelling a memory potion from Seven's room
Adrian just
and not from the
shrugs.
room of the person who recently actually drank it?
Flint is a little looking back and forth, like wondering. It's like,
Flint, you think you have an idea?
did she mention what the potion looked like?
No, but she did. No, but it was a memory potion. But she did mention a couple things. Like she mentioned something about how if a potion is diluted, well, the memory potion has to be specific, because if it's diluted, it can delete memories. If I understood
No,
correctly,
it's the other way. It's the other way around. If it's not diluted, it will delete memories. It will.
and yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I
What
thought it
is-
was if it's not diluted, you
Yep,
end up
yep.
thinking that the memories are your own.
Essentially, yes.
Flint looks kind of like a little bit confused and wondering if it's what he thinks it is, but then he also notices Seven's head poking out of the door, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Seven, sorry about the unwelcome intruder. Or she didn't wake you up, did she?"
Well, yeah, but she looked like she was gonna. Her tail tucks under her legs. Then
Don't worry, Seven. You know I would never let someone hurt you.
Could you excuse us for 1 second?
well, what?
So Flynn kind of like nudges into Seven's room real quick and closes the door.
Excuse me?
Just be a second. I left something in here.
Seven kind of just leans over to Flint. Oh,
Ah, there we go.
didn't you say that you found something? Should we tell them?
Oh, I don't know if it's that. She's just all she said was she's looking for a potion.
Is that what's in my head?
Is that what she was asking about?
She
Did
just
she say-
plops to the ground.
No, shh. Did she say potion when she was talking to you?
She said I had her potion. I don't have a potion, at least not that I could see.
Shh. Okay. Look, I don't want to say anything until we know for sure, but for now, just you and me, we're gonna work on this, okay? We're gonna keep this secret, okay?
She looked like she was gonna hurt me. Like another.
She's
She
not-
looked like a predator.
She's not gonna hurt you. She was just looking for something. She just wants something that apparently we have or is in here. I don't know if it's what we found, but I don't want to go blabbing until we know for sure. So just try to keep calm, okay?
She really lowers herself to the ground. She is beyond scared.
And Flint, well, he doesn't really, honestly, kneeling, he's pretty much on the ground already, but he kneels down on Seven and then pets her and holds her close for a little bit. You're not gonna have to do this alone, okay? We take care of this together.
I don't want to be
Promise-
alone.
You're not gonna be alone. We're gonna do this together, okay?
Can I stay with you or Hoshi or Olin? Anybody?
You know, I'll ask Adrian. Maybe I'll watch over you tonight.
Okay.
Deep breaths, okay?
I'm just gonna be under here. And she goes under the bed.
No, at least go under the covers.
Stay low. Stay. Blend in. Blend in.
No one will notice. And then Flint peeks through the door, and everyone's still outside, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Adrian, do you mind if I stay in Seven's room for tonight?
He looks over towards Sybil. Nah, I don't mind.
Thanks. All right. Well, sleepover it is.
Flint, wait. Are you going to explain to us?
Seven immediately goes over to Flint's bed and hides under it.
Never makes you comfortable.
That's enough of this. I'm going to bed.
Interesting. I guess we'll talk in the morning then.
Zoo kind of looks down at Flint and just kind of shrugs and like looks at him a little bit confused. It's like, I don't know either. All I know is I just want to make sure that Seven is safe. And Zoo gives him a smile and just kind of cuddles up in his hair because she's exhausted for the day. You comfortable under there?
Yeah. Fireplace. Dragonfly will protect me. Yes. Yeah.
Do you at least want a pillow? Or a blanket?
She pulls her talon up and tries to feel for the bed, grabs him by accident, pulls him under.
Oh, sure. That works.
She just squeezes and wraps around him.
Sleep tight.
Thank you.
Zoo actually chuckles and she actually crawls out of Flint's hair and kind of rests herself on Seven.
All right. So, all right. So, is anyone else gonna do anything, or shall I move us to the next day?
I mean, I'm done.
All right.
Yeah, next day.
All right.
Please.
Okay. So, moving on to the next day, I'm going to get the calendar module out. And I'm going to move to... All right. All right, so... It is so. I suppose it is the next day, and people are and so. You hear a bit of so Flint and Seven. You hear a bit of groaning coming from the room over. Oh, what happened last night?
Seven pushes Flint out and basically a makeshift barricade in front of the door. Scary snake lady.
I got this. Hey, morning. You, Had a lot of goofy juice last night.
Oh, how bad was it?
2 bottles.
Oh, she just kind of, she's rubbing her head. Not so loud.
Sorry.
I didn't hurt anybody, did I?
Well,
I'm a bit of a, sometimes I can be an angry drunk.
well, no one was hurt, but some were a little startled. But
Okay.
a good
so
night's sleep definitely helped out.
Okay, so emotionally. Oh no. Okay, so who did I scare?
Hoshimi's actually sitting on the couch there, right?
Yes.
He turns towards Seven and whispers to her. He doesn't let her in yet, but he turns to Seven and he says, "Someone wants to apologize. I'm leaving this up to you. Do you want to let her in?"
Seven slowly pokes her head out to look at her.
I'll be right here.
You see Batia just kind of peek her head in the door and she just kind of gives a gentle wave.
And Seven immediately goes back onto the bed.
Sorry.
It's fine. She flicks her tongue in the air. I smell one of my potions in here.
Yes, you were saying that last night, but you were far too drunk to be clear.
Oh. Apologies. Do you mind if I come in and try and find it?
Hoshimi comes over.
Okay, but
Seven.
please don't.
Seven, I'll stay with her the whole time, okay?
Yeah, Flynn moves over to Seven and actually holds her talon, so that way, like he's there while she searches the room.
Hoshimi gives Batia a very serious look. If you do or say anything that ruffles a single feather on her head, so help me.
Yeah. Okay. So Batia kind of reels back away from Hoshimi. Message received. She very carefully starts flicking her tongue around, just trying to sniff out where her potion is. And you see her slowly turn her head towards Seven.
What?
Did you feed her anything weird in the past few days?
Not that we know of.
Unless someone ate a little bit of the yarn she was playing with a few days ago.
She starts looking Seven over. Why does she have an apparatus sticking out of her head?
I've been studying that, but there's nothing there's nothing really to share about it yet.
Huh. She starts sniffing it.
Hey. Back off a little bit.
Yeah, Seven starts burying her beak.
Yeah, it's like Batia kind of reels back and she's just surprised. Bone weave.
Bone weave?
Bone weave?
Yes. It's a bone weave. It's this plant-based compound. It's manufactured. It's incredibly difficult to acquire. It's normally used by doctors as replacement bones or body-altering surgery. This is so the body doesn't reject it as a foreign object and get infected.
Is that why that thing's able to stay in her skull without it getting fractured?
Logically, that is a fair deduction. But it's really hard to get a hold of. It's this plant doesn't grow. This plant that you use to make it doesn't grow anywhere on this continent.
Where does it grow?
To the east. I forget the name of it, but yes, usually it usually has to be imported. And even though I've sent a couple orders, it's the government over there usually doesn't like trading with the UAA or the Eastern Dominion. And
Okay, Hoshimi's eyes widen for just a split second. I see.
And well, even if I can get an order, it's usually ransacked.
Are these under-the-counter people that probably would have acquired this?
There's a good 70 to 80% chance.
This might have been illegal.
Hoshimi looks over at Flint. You think?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Seven's ears just droop, but she doesn't take her eyes off the snake lady.
All right, Miss Batia, I think that's enough. Let's go discuss your bill.
Oh, right. She reaches into her pouch. How much are we looking at?
And she grabs her arm and starts to drag her off. Probably more than you have on you.
And what do you call it? Flynn mouths to her. Oh,
Mouths to her what?
nothing.
All right.
Ooh, I came so close to rolling and intimidate.
Flynn gives Seven a big hug. You did so well. Good job.
It's Batia looks over at Cora.
Cora is just like stiffened and just is like leaning as far away as she can.
Oh,
Yeah.
I scared you, didn't I?
It's like, no, I totally expect giant albino snakes to come into my bedroom at night when I think I am safe and alone.
She kind of rubs her shoulder. Sorry, I get weird when I'm drunk.
Oh, really? You
Take a
think?
break.
We didn't notice.
Hoshimi just kind of drags her downstairs to discuss billing. And I'm out of character since I don't know what prices are good in in Pathfinder 2e. I'll leave that up to you.
All right.
Also, after his rant from before about the nights they've had to Cora, he, in response to her thing about the scorpion, he says, to be fair, main thanks should go to Flint. He's the one who actually saved all of us from that thing.
The only one who really helped me.
I was just the first one to...
I don't forget people who try to save my life.
Hmm.
One of two.
I'd like to think I was just the first one to get there, but still glad that it was a survivable injury. And you're welcome.
Smiles and just hops down on the cushions from where she was perching.
Now, do we do the brave thing and find out what fresh hell is going on downstairs?
No time like the present.
You know, it's annoying that I actually kind of like you.
Most people find me annoying, except for a select few.
Yes, and everyone except a handful of people find me insufferable, so we have that in common.
You're not that bad. I've met worse.
I
Yeah, that's
pity
me.
you then. Hey Flint. Sorry. Did I miss anything else from last night? I mean, I did go to sleep for about a few hours. Sorry. Did the place burn down? I had to rebuild it. Those puppet things attack again. Hollyhock shop dancing the can naked with an entire burlesque team.
If there was something that
Got them
interesting,
barred.
if something that interesting happened, I would have written it down. So no, nothing that crazy. Just a night of questions and some answers.
By the way, it looked like you were You look like you were thinking about something before when we mentioned the memory potion in 7. That's something you can share?
Something best shared when I know more about it. Or maybe when the whole group is together. It's nothing that would really help us now until I know more about it.
I'll trust your judgment on that. Cora, are you coming, or are you going to are you trying to scare yourself with Sybil? Are you okay, Seven?
What can I do to help today?
Not sure yet. Actually, I want to speak to Hoshimi about something, as well as Owen.
Where are they?
I think they went downstairs. Josh, could you move my token downstairs so I don't have to put up with all the crapola around moving tokens?
1 second. I need to do this.
I was gonna fall Zalian down.
Shylin.
Shylin, sorry. I see the X and I see Z. I think of
Yeah.
the Z noise.
Don't worry, everybody has gotten his name wrong at some point so far, and it's gonna
Yeah.
keep happening.
It's actually getting his name wrong is a rite of passage when you're part of this party.
Yeah!
One of us.
That and rolling
one of us,
12s.
One of us.
One of us,
You're
exactly.
one of us. Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
Gibble gabble.
So everyone's moving downstairs except
Yep.
for Adrian and.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Sean does go to knock on the door, but he hears that Adrian and Owen are speaking. He's like, "Yeah, I'll talk to her later. Speak to Hoshimi now."
Yeah.